Video we're going to be factoring each of these things, and we're going to be using algebra tiles to do it. And I'll remind you that factoring is basically undoing multiplication, or rather finding what things multiply together to make what we're trying to factor. So in number 1, we're trying to factor 6. And so if we remember how algebra tiles went, we had the two things multiplying together and we built a rectangle to find the area. Well, now we have the area and we want to find the rectangle. So I'm going to take 6 of these and I'll copy and paste here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll build a rectangle with these. There's a couple different ways I can build this rectangle. And so here's one of them. And so what we see here is a rectangle that has a width of 2 and a length of 3. So we can say that one of the factors of 6 would be 2 times 3. Or I could build this in a separate way. So I could just put all of these in a row here. And so it becomes a rectangle that is 1 by 6. So it could also be 1 by 6, or 1 times 6 as well. So those are the factors of 6. Those are the different ways we can factor it. And when we get into polynomials like in 2 and 3, you'll find there's really only one way we can factor it so that we don't have 1 and the number itself. So we're basically going to ignore the 1 times 6 version of this. So we're only going to look at where we can find other numbers besides 1 and 6, or besides 1 and the number itself that make it. So in number 2, I need 3 x's, so I need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And then 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll put these together. Again, our goal here is to make a square. Or excuse me, not a square, but a rectangle. And so I'm putting these together in rectangular shape. Now, it might help if I did this instead here. And we grouped these together, and then I'll turn it. And so it's going a long way across the top there. And so we have our rectangle there. Its width is 1, 2, 3 units. You can count it this side too. 1, 2, 3 units. And its length is x, this is the length of x, plus 1, 2 more. So it's 3 times x plus 2. So I can write this as 3 times x plus 2. And that's really the only way to make this shape without having it just be 3x plus 6 times 1, where I just put everything in a big straight line by 1. Okay, and then number 3. So 2x squared plus 8x, we need 2 of the x squareds. So 1 and 2. And then we need 8 x's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what I'll do here is I'll put this, I'll move it over here so I have some space to work with. There we go. And then I'll bring these 1, 2, and so on, like that. Again, it has to make a rectangular shape. And we have to use 2 of the x squareds. And 8 of the x's, and I forgot 2 of them, so I need 2 more. We've only used 6 so far. There's number 7. And there is number 8. And so we have a rectangle here. And again, I can just highlight the rectangular shape we have built. There's the rectangle. And this time its length is, well, this is 1x, this is another x, so total it makes 2 x's. And then across, this is an x, right, because this is an x by x shape, so this is an x, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 units, so x plus 4. And so we have 2 x's that we were multiplying by x plus 4. And so that's the factored version of this. And so this is how we used algebra tiles to find factors. We will try more of this in class tomorrow. For now, we are done.